Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Dun, dun. It's not a warm when she's away. Did you know that some of the most famous lyrics in the history of music are grammatically incorrect? Yep, I'm looking at you, Mick Jagger. Hola amigos, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariana, and in today's video, we're going to check out a fascinating aspect of the Spanish language, the use of double negatives. Double negatives are an important and unique part of Spanish grammar, and while in English they're usually incorrect, in Spanish they're not only correct but often necessary. In Spanish, a double negative occurs when two negative words are used in the same sentence to express a single negative idea. For example, in English, you would say, I don't have anything. But in Spanish, we usually say, no tengo nada. So to form these double negatives in Spanish, we basically need three elements. First, the word no. Second, an adverb of denial. Third, a complement. So what are the most common adverbs of denial or negative words in Spanish? Ni, which means neither or nor, nunca or jamás, which mean never, nadie, which means nobody, nada, which means nothing, ningún, ninguno, or ninguna, which mean none, any or anyone, tampoco, which means neither. So now that you know the basics about double negatives in Spanish, let's go deeper so that you can start using them. Let's begin by explaining the use of double negatives in Spanish with the word ni. In Spanish, no is often paired with the word ni, and we basically use it to indicate that none of the items in the list apply. Let me show you an example. No tengo tiempo ni dinero. So here you add the word no at the beginning of the sentence, then you add a verb, then a noun, then the adverb of denial ni, and finally another noun. And there you go. That's basically it. Now let's check some double negatives using the words nunca or jamás. So both words mean never, and if you combine them with the word no, you get a stronger negative statement. So let me show you an example. No había visto nunca una película tan buena. No lo había visto jamás en la vida. As you can see, these two sentences follow the exact same structure as the first one that I showed you. The only difference is that instead of adding a noun after the word no, I added a verb or a verbal periphrasis, which is basically a non-conjugated verb along with a conjugated verb. So, if you want to use these adverbs of negation, you need to use verbs instead of nouns most of the time. Let's move forward to nadie. This negation adverb means nobody or no one, and it's used with no to negate the existence of a person. No conozco a nadie que baile bachata. So here, as you can see, you follow the same structure, and well, the only different thing is that you need to add the preposition a before the word nadie. And that's basically it. Now, let's check double negatives using nada. This adverb means nothing, and it negates the existence of basically anything. So let me show you how it works. No tengo nada que decir al respecto. Again, it's the same structure. Can you see it? Let's continue by checking double negatives using ningún, ninguno, or ninguna. These words mean none, any, or anyone, and are used to emphasize the absence of an item or person. No tengo ningún amigo en Puerto Rico. No encontré ninguna mochila rosa. No conocía a nadie de los invitados. And last but not least, let's check the use of double negatives using the word tampoco. This word means either or neither, and it's normally used with the word no to add another negative statement. No, tampoco fui a la fiesta. So in this particular sentence, we have the word no followed by the word tampoco. But you can change the order if you want to try another thing. So let me show you an example. No fui a la fiesta tampoco. So can you see it? I just switched like the order, I changed it, and I ended up with a whole different sentence. But the meaning is still the same. So now, to see those double negatives in action, let's take a look at some popular songs. So as I mentioned in other videos that I've made, singing and well, listening to music, basically, it's a great way to learn grammar. So let me share some examples with you. Número uno, I Can Get No Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. Many of us know the lyrics to that song, right? It's like a really popular song. I love it. You love it. We all love it. We all love the Rolling Stones. But, well, let me tell you that it's not grammatically correct since it has a double negative which doesn't exist in English. But if Mick Jagger had been a Spanish speaker, then that song would have been correct because the basically like the translation would be something like no puedo obtener ninguna satisfacción. It sounds really weird. If you sing it like with the tune and just like the lyrics in Spanish, it sounds like one of those weird translations from the 60s that used to come to Mexico because we had like a lot of different versions from English songs. But well, it would be something like no puedo obtener ninguna satisfacción, something like that. No, I don't like it. But well, it's grammatically correct. Next, let's check Can Nobody Love You by Solomon Burke. So this is a pretty old song, but I love it. And it goes like this, like Can nobody love you like I'm loving you, baby? 'Cause they don't know how to love you like I do. Ooh, 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 can nobody love you like I'm loving you, baby? 'Cause they don't know how to love you like I do. And well, again, it's a song that I absolutely adore, but if we get like super strict with grammar rules, then it's kind of incorrect. But if that song would have been written in Spanish, then it would be just fine. Let's check Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers. So this is a really popular song. Do you remember it? It goes something like this. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Dun, dun. It's not a warm when she's away. Dun, dun, dun. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. So that's the song. And again, it's grammatically incorrect. And well, if we translated that song to Spanish, it would be something like No hay ninguna luz del sol, no hace calor cuando ella está lejos. So again, you cannot sing it with the music, right? Like, no hay luz del sol cuando ella no está. Tan, 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 tan. No hace calor si ella está lejos. Tan, 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 tan. No hay luz del sol si ella se va. Well, it doesn't sound that bad, right? But well, yeah, in English it's grammatically incorrect, but in Spanish it's totally fine. So, if you really like this video, make sure to show it by clicking on that thumbs up button and subscribing to our channel. Do you know any other songs that use double negatives? Let us know in the comment section below. So now it's your turn to practice. I'll say a sentence in English and you'll try to translate it to Spanish, of course, using a double negative. Número uno. I don't know anything. Número dos. She never goes to the gym. Número tres. They don't have any friends. So let's have a quick recap. Remember that in Spanish it's perfectly fine to use double negatives. So basically you need to use the word no followed by the words ningún, ninguno, ninguna, nada, nadie, tampoco, jamás, and ni. Also, remember that the structure is kind of the same for all of these negative words. And well, that was basically it for today. I hope that you found this video useful. If you found it useful, please make sure to click on that like button and subscribe to our channel because we have a lot of amazing content, to be honest. And if your goal is to become fluent and to learn Spanish by just watching YouTube videos, then this is the right place for you. So go check out our YouTube channel and make sure to subscribe. And if you're interested in taking your Spanish skills to the next level, make sure to check out our website to start taking classes with one of our certified native Spanish speaking teachers. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Hasta pronto.